you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. The New York Jets made a move, and I don't think it was a sell-off move particularly. I think Mcii did a really nice job. We'll get into that, what could happen, and the state of the New York Jets right after we celebrate the man who just re-upped as a member of the channel, the one, the only, Blitz BK.
It's got me.
Gentry covered in bumble!
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
And since I'm running a little behind, bonus blitz. It's Thursday. It's the Throwdown 2.0.
Good evening, everyone. Normally, this is the part where I go into a monologue about the Jets. I got to address something first. There's been some shit talk out there about this program. Don't talk shit about my family. They're my family.
And this just in, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Get ready for this new showdown. I call it the anytime, any day throwdown. Nick Shine, kill these clowns till they make no sound. They lose weight, we feel great when we burn these pounds. We all know that jet green make the earth go round. Another rookie head coach, another first go round. We bleed green, each fiend hope this team win now. And twist greens in the DP when my beats are found. Shine is unite, knock the lights out of midnight. We go show for show, goon for goon. We can fist fight, I rip mics. Clemens and Williams, all the dislikes. Bunch of Jets rappers out there, they ain't this nice. I did this twice. Got a sick addiction, so the green and white's my vice. I gave it blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I paid my price. Many years on this flight, no prescription, but I need a championship in my life, yo.
For as long as I'm alive, I got your back because you always had mine. And I fucking love it.
Shout out to Blitz, as always, for the tremendous work he does here on the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, so here's what we got. I haven't found an item yet. As you can imagine, the Nick Mangold items are flying off the shelves on all the markets. They're sold out on RSA. eBay, the prices are through the roof. People are looking to capitalize, unfortunately, on the untimely passing of Nick Mangold. So might have to wait for the dust to settle with that before we get a Mangold item. But here's what we got going on right now. I added the Nick Mangold emoji to the channel, obviously, so you guys can show love for him whenever you want. We will figure out what we're going to do with the next raffle item. We will have that the night of the Baltimore game, which I might be at. I think me and Nikki are going to take a ride down. I think we're going to go down early Saturday, go in Washington, D.C. for the day. Nick's never been. stay over there, and then drive up to Baltimore the next day for the game. So, but when we get home that night, do a show that night when we get back from Baltimore, and we will give away the next raffle. I just got to put the time in to figure out what it is. But any show that we have 30 memberships gifted, we'll do a jersey giveaway. So that's what we'll do right now for the intern. So I know we've had a big fall off with memberships. So I wanted to find a way to boost that. So any show where we get 30, we automatically will spin the wheel for anyone who's gifted and give a jersey away. So, all right. Now that that's all done, hit the like button, subscribe, and save you and show you. So, here's what we got going on with the Jets yesterday. The Jets traded a 2 for a 3. Very impressive deal, if you ask me. What are you saying? Nick doesn't know what he's talking about? No, you're not paying attention. Michael Carter II got traded for John Mecci III. The Jets traded a 2 for a 3, ladies and gentlemen. I got to say, I like the chance they're taking with Metchie. Now, he's been in the league several years. He was drafted highly. He was expected to be a first rounder. He had the fortunate injury during the college football playoff. I believe he got hurt, or the SEC championship. I forget which game exactly he got hurt in 4 years ago. But then he gets to the NFL. Houston drafts him. He has the diagnosis of leukemia. Okay. That delayed his start to his career a little bit. Philly traded for him, and now the Jets trade for him. The Jets have been acquiring guys with speed. Arian Smith, and now John Metchie. So they have an identity they want to have in their passing attack. They want to get burners all over the field. They want to put guys out there who can beat coverage one-on-one. And if you want to beat coverage one-on-one, nobody in the NFL is better at beating man coverage and getting separation than Arian Smith. So if you're home or at work, not driving though, raise your hand if you were one of the people shitting on the Arian Smith draft pick. He can't catch. Hasn't really dropped the ball at all in practices or training camp, or he has one in a game, I believe. But no one's getting more separation than him. I cannot wait to see what he's like with a quarterback who gets the ball out time and time again. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. What is that? Success. Wow, that was interesting. Also, for those of you in the chat that see the ats again with your names, I have absolutely nothing to do with that. Nothing. Just noticed it today with YouTube again. So we're back, unfortunately. If you don't know how to edit your name, Google it. If you want to make it something that it's not already. But when you look at this receiving core, now granted, the expectations for Mecchi are very low. Very low. But I'd rather see Mecchi out on the field running a route than Alan Lazard. Is there anybody that wouldn't want to see that? Now, if you're lining up Smith, Mecchi, Garrett, Josh Reynolds, okay. You got Johnson out there too. Now, that's 5 wide receivers who can run. Are they the greatest with their career resumes? No, not at all. But they can run. They can get open. You can be creative with your scheme. You can be creative with your play design. And you don't have the quarterback staring down Garrett Wilson anymore. Maybe just getting the ball out to where it's supposed to go and let the coordinator get Garrett involved as he sees fit. Maybe we can get out of the 32nd ranked passing offense. We're second in rush, 32nd in pass, 24th overall. A 500-yard explosion in one game will jump you up a little bit in the weekly or the yearly rankings. Now, this move is done. Carter, we all knew Carter was going. Everybody had Carter gone the minute we saw Brownlee play. Makes sense. Brownlee fits their identity. He fits what they want to do. He brings that physicality in the run game as well. You get a little bit of a return, and you roll the dice on Mechie. Who knows? Maybe you catch lightning in a bottle. Maybe Tanner Engstrand is the guy that. Why is this so? There we go. Maybe Tanner Engstrand's the guy that can get a scheme together that brings out his best assets and allows him to start showing what he can do in the NFL. You're not buried behind Smith and Brown in Philly. You're going to have an opportunity, in my opinion, to get on the field, make some plays. You have the bye week where you can get back early, get implemented with the offense. I would be there now if I was Mechie and just sitting down and absorbing everything I can, because this is an opportunity for a young, fast, highly drafted wide receiver to go take a couple jobs. Oh, excuse me. I I don't know what's going on with me. I have no energy. I crashed the minute I got home yesterday and slept for 12 straight hours. I couldn't wake up this morning. So I've been up for about 27 minutes right now. I woke up earlier around 10, laid back down. I have zero energy. I don't know what's going on. I feel okay, but I am absolutely drained right now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share the call-in link. I'm going to continue on with the monologue, but I'm going to drop the call-in link. Yeah, Addy, I might. I might. I might. Yeah, Kevin, you know what? That might be my body just. You're right, because we had the chili on Saturday night. Sunday, after the game, we had Waffle House before we hit the road. That's probably why I got sleepy on the way up towards Columbus. I thought I could drive like 4 hours Sunday night. I'm 45 minutes in, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, kid, wake up, wake up. You gotta talk to me for a little bit. And then Monday on the drive, I had Wendy's, but I didn't eat the bun. I got a burger. I didn't eat the bun. Yeah, Georgie, you're right, man. Carbs are delicious. But all right, I'm getting into it. This is my mushroom coffee. This is the Rise mushroom coffee that I drink. So if I'm having this, you know I'm barely up. And now we move on to the Tim Hortons cup. All right. Yeah, I'm not, man. I am drained. I slept 22 hours the last 2 nights. I slept 10 hours Tuesday night and then 12 hours Wednesday night. All right. So the Jets. Carter's gone. Still have a couple days left. Now, I like the structure of this trade that Mcii did. Yes, we're getting rid of a player, but we're not just going to take some random draft pick. Give me a player that we could take a chance on. All right. Is that going to happen with every trade? No, probably not. But I like this particular move. Now, our defensive line is not the strength that it was the last couple years, back when we had Huff, JFM, Rankins, we had others. Now you're looking at this. Solomon Thomas was a part of it. I look at this defensive line now, and I'm afraid to see what will happen if you trade Quinnen, if you trade Will. Now you're playing guys that really don't deserve to be out there as starters. Michael Clemens would have a lot of time. He might be your highest percentage defensive lineman. Him and JJ would be out there all the time. So I don't know if I'm in favor of selling it off. Now, again, everyone's got a price. You're 1-7. If somebody offers you a 1 for Quinnen Williams and you have no dead money going forward and you open up another 20 something million dollars a year the next 2 years for a 1, I would do it. I wouldn't like it. I love Quinnen. My son loves Quinnen. But I could see the rationale and the logic in it. But you got to give me a 1. I don't want two twos. I don't want a 2 and a 4. It's got to be a 1. Getting a 1 can get you, say, if it's a playoff team and they get knocked out in the first round, you can have that pick anywhere up to number 18, depending on their ranking and where they finish with their record if they get knocked down the wild card round. Okay. Say they make it 2 rounds. You're looking at anywhere from 22 to 26. Okay. Now you're looking at guys, I'm sorry, 24 to 28. Forgive me. You'd have 3 of the top potentially 34, 35 picks in the draft, depending on where we finish up. That's a really, excuse me, it's a really good opportunity to address some major needs with some premium picks. Excuse me. I am not awake, but I am here. Now, Will McDonald, I don't know if I want to move him yet. I would really love to see what Will McDonald looks like next to a really big defensive tackle. Briggs, Phillips, they're nice in the run game. I really want a massive defensive tackle on this line. I want a linebacker, an upgrade. I want an upgrade over Quincy. Sherwood's probably going to be here for the foreseeable future. I don't know if they move on from him, probably after next year. But go get me a Swiss Army knife linebacker, young, fast, strong, can go sideline to sideline, can blitz. And then maybe that opens Will up a little more. I think there's no coincidence that when we finally had a lead in the fourth quarter, Will McDonald made a play. Take it for what it's worth. But when you're down by multiple scores in the second half, often, you really don't get that opportunity to be the closer. You know, everything I said about Will McDonald coming into the season was we're going to run the ball, we're going to play good defense, it's going to be low scoring games, and he's going to have opportunities late in the game to be a Mariano Rivera, to be a closer. The first chance that we give him, he delivers. So I'd like to see how that plays out. I'd hate to give him up. I really, really would. I think there's more to it than he's been allowed to show. You know, playing with a lead is different than being down 2 scores. When you're down 2 scores, the offense knows you're going to try to blitz. They just swing passes, get it out, move the ball, nice and easy, convert 10 yards at a time. But when you put the pressure on the other team, and hey, you got to go score. This is where your pass rushers show what they can do. You're probably running longer routes. You got to take opportunities. You got to try to get chunk plays. And now someone like Will McDonald can impact the game. So I'd really, really be upset if we traded Will, just because I think there's so much potential there. I really, truly do. But ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. For those of you that missed the announcement earlier in the show, I'm looking for some items. Obviously, the Nick Mangold items, the prices are through the roof right now with people trying to capitalize on his untimely passing. Something we're going to do here on the show. Any show where we get 30 memberships gifted, we'll do a jersey raffle. Maybe you pick a Nick Mangold. You can get one that way, but the autographed items are through the roof. Tom Ace had sent me one he found the other day, but I was driving at the time, and by the time I had stopped and looked, it was gone already. So we'll figure something out. We might wait for the Mangold rush on his items to kind of die down before we get back into that. But I'll figure something out this week, and we'll go there. But super chats will get you on the wheel. Everything, obviously, from this point on, from Monday's show on, will get you on that wheel. We just don't know what that exact item is yet. So thank you, everyone, for all you do for this channel. I appreciate it. And just because I am such an appreciative person, I will gift us 5 to kick us off. Blitz already joined the channel again. Thank you, Blitz BK. I appreciate you, buddy. So I'll give 5 to get us going, folks. And my 5 went to Junior Rudy. What's crazy is the names showing up in gifted are your YouTube names, but your comments in the chat are which is weird. YouTube. They also went to Mike the Less, Feed the Fat Rabbit, Wild Wave, and Mike Rubino. So there we go, folks. We are 20% of the way there. 24 memberships, and we will raffle a jersey away today. And I will not, obviously, put myself on the wheel. Now, Brees Hall seems to be the biggest topic. Seems to be the person who has the most interest. He's a 24-year-old running back. He's got a lot of potential. When he's given the ball, minus the Denver game where I think he had the most carries and the least amount of yards. He had 22 for 59 in that game. Other than that, Brees has 300-yard games already. He's on pace for 1234. I think you're going to see large doses of Brees Hall. I don't think he goes anywhere. I really don't. If you still had Braylon Allen, maybe, but you don't. So you can't decimate this offense. You can't make it a disaster. He had 500 yards. And I really believe that Glenn, Angstrand, and even Mcii believe in this offense. They showed it the other day. Now, the Bengals are the worst defense in the NFL. They might be historically bad. They might be what we thought we were in the beginning of the season. They're worse than that. But sometimes you just need that one spark. You need that one game. You need that moment where it clicks for everybody. We've seen it happen throughout the years. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Kevin Tattoos just gifted 5 more. They went to BC, John B, Ricky New York Live, Zach Rosenberg, 2025 lacrosse goalie. Shout out to you, Zach, and Phenom. Thank you, Kevin. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have the tattoo emoji, feel free to drop that for Kevin right now and all his support that he does on the channel. Again, for those of you just joining, we now have the 74 Nick Mangold emoji to honor Nick Mangold. And following up Kevin Tats, our resident Detroit Lion fan, one of the several, David D gifted 5. That went to Jerry Moore, Barney Miller, Sweet Baby Jesus, Roy Romano, any relation to Ray? I don't know. And Thunderlips. Thank you, David. You're a tremendous human being. I do not have an emoji for you, but I will get one right now. And there you go. We will share the lion for you, since you're a Lions fan. Oregon Jets coming in with a comment. It all goes back to the head coach being a sack of shit. This team still blows and is 1-7. Your optimism is impressive, Nick. Well, I'm glad you're not calling me the sack of shit, Oregon. I'd like to start off the comment with that. So thank you. I just think they believe in themselves. And I think that they can see the ship starting to turn. I think you saw an offense that started to click. Again, it could just be the Bengals defense. It can go right back to shit against Cleveland's defense. Fully expect that. I do not expect anything over the top, dominant, impressive, jaw-dropping against Myles Garrett and company. However, their offense is shit as well. So maybe our defense can get a turnover, a sack fumble, a key stop. This game could be really ugly. We've played some ugly games, but maybe the other team can join us in the ugliness next Sunday against Cleveland. So I don't know. I'm going to try, right? Listen, I say all the time, Oregon, if I put all my time, money, effort, energy, road trips, travel to Miami, went to Cincinnati this year, probably going to Baltimore next month, I'm going to be positive about it. If I wanted to be negative about something to that level, I would have stayed married. But I'm not. That's why I'm smiling all the time. Happiness, my friend. Find it. It's out there. What's the turnover? Curly, I don't know. And Curly, get your screen record ready. Curly makes a good point, ladies and gentlemen. Curly makes a good point. I don't know when the next time I'll say that will be. So, Curly, I hope you enjoy that at the 25-minute mark. Play that as your alarm in the morning. You wake up to the joy of that sound. True, but I think I'm pretty safe with my words where I don't say they're going to be dominant. Could be, if they, possibly, maybe. I use all of those words to intersect it. I'm not sitting here banging the table saying the Jets are running the table. I think there's some games the Jets can win. Cleveland, Atlanta coming up here, Miami, New Orleans, they can win some games. How do they perform in the losses, though? Because there's going to be some losses. So I don't think that you're hearing me correctly. And I think you're just looking at my potential positivity as blanketed positivity, and it's not. And Curly, if Uncle Al believes in you, it's not good. It's not good. Some of the things this coaching staff have done well. There's been an improvement with Michael Clemens. There has. It's not great. He's not good, but there's been an improvement. Now, when you're at 0 and you move up to a 2, that's improvement. Isaiah Williams, horrible in the Miami game. Horrible in the Miami game. Cut worthy. Gets cut. They bring him back, and then he's AFC Special Teams Player of the Week a few weeks later. So, this coaching staff believes they can do that with everybody. That's their belief. That's how confident they are that the more time they have with these players, the more they're going to improve. To be determined, obviously. They're not at a place where we're dominating. We had one impressive comeback against a really awful defense and a team that should have sealed that deal. But we'll see. Garrett Wilson should be back next week. Sauce should be back next week. Let's see how the offense gets called once Garrett's back. I want to see how Fields reads and reacts once Garrett's back. Is he staring Garrett down? Is he looking to get Garrett the ball? Or is he at a place now where he's comfortable and confident to just run the system as is? That's something really important to me to watch. Are you missing timing elsewhere because you're just looking for Garrett? Or are you comfortable to go to Garrett and say, I'll get you. I'll get you the ball. Might not be right away. Let's get these other guys going, and that'll open you up. Where's Fields as a player right now? They got a good rapport. I think if Garrett and Fields talk and Fields says to him, let me get these other guys going, and then it's going to be your show. Trust me. I think Garrett will give him that respect because of their rapport and their relationship that they've had for such a long time. But it's got to be the Brees show early. The way that he started this game the other day, that's what the Jets want to do. They were running the ball. They were doing sprint outs with Fields to the corner, to the edge. And then when we got down, we had to start throwing. And he did well. Granted, it's a very small sample. Very small sample. But improvement. And that's all we're looking for right now. Can Fields retain the starting job for the rest of the season? That would be improvement. That brings him in next year. It means it didn't get horrible. It didn't get nasty. It didn't end up in a bad divorce. He's good enough to be there, start, mentor a rookie quarterback, and then hand the reins over, whether it's week 1, week 6, week 10, whatever it may be. Can they improve enough to where it's competent? Can Fields be a middle of the pack, a lower tier 20th quarterback in the league? If he's in the 18 to 22 range as a passer, I think we would all sign up for that right now. With this running game, we're going to win some games if he can consistently be in that range. Now, that being said, says a lot that in one of the biggest moments of the game, they had Brees Hall throw a pass. So they did toss it a couple times. The defense did bite on it. I thought the timing of it was great. I thought the balls to call that were fantastic. Fields even said, shit better work. I like that. I like that rapport between the quarterback and coach. All right, let's do it. We all seen the mic'd up with Big Dick Nick and Peterson in the Philly Super Bowl. Philly? All right, let's do it. You need that. You need that give and take. This was the opposite. Glenn's like, hey, halfback toss or halfback option or halfback pass, whatever. Shit better work. All right, go run it. I like that. I like that they revealed that. It shows that they're getting comfortable with one another too, where they can have that discussion and Fields can speak to him, like that. Like, all right, coach, this shit better work. Big fella with a super chat. Thank you, big fella. The coaches can improve the players, but who is going to improve the coaches? Side note, this weather is shitty today. Nice. Yeah. I'm saying nice on the first part. I think the coaches are improving with time. I think Glenn, now the bar was very low, big fella. Very low. But he made the right calls. We got that win because he went for two. I didn't like it at the time. But they went for two, ended up with the 1-point victory. Do I want to do that all the time? No. But maybe when you're painted into a corner, you're on the road, and you're staring at 0-8, say, fuck it. Let's get this dub. And then they did. So I thought Angstrom called a great game. I thought Glenn did well. Again, not a very high bar to clear with the first 7 games with Aaron Glenn. But to go to our friend David in the chat, the Lions fan, 0-10-1. And then Campbell started winning games. So the more you can distance yourself, if you can build upon this, if you can beat Cleveland, have a winning streak. I'll pause while everyone goes and Googles what a Jets winning streak is. It's been quite a while. And then you go into New England. Maybe you lose, but you play well. You're playing with them, and you lose by a field goal late in the game. And then you go down to Baltimore, and Baltimore is not the Baltimore that we're used to. Baltimore's defense is getting gashed time and time again. And you go out there and you put on 30 on Baltimore and you have a chance late in the game. I think we would sign up for those 3 games right now. I think that we would absolutely beat Cleveland, compete with New England, and have a shot late, and the same in Baltimore. And then you got Atlanta coming here and Miami coming here in late November, early December. Okay. Maybe you win 3 of the next 5. Best case scenario, take 3 of 5. Now you're at 4-9 after being 0-7. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's improvement. And that's the most important thing right now. If you're 4-9, I think the firing shit dies down. I think that the getting fired and one and done goes away at that point. And then you still have New Orleans. You still go down to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a head scratcher. You don't know what they are. Maybe you can win a couple games down the road and maybe get to 5 or 6 victories. If you get to that, that's a nice recovery from being 0-7. That would be on par with what those Lions did that Glenn keeps mentioning and we all keep mentioning. But thank you, big fella, for the super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Call-in link is pinned if you want to join. Thank you to the 3 new subscribers during this stream. Appreciate you. Gator says, huge game for Fields. Brown's defense is real good, very good. Can he perform well and move the ball against one of the best defenses in the league? Our defense should be able to get him the ball often. Yeah, this is going to be a punter's game. If you are a fan of rugby, Australian rules, football, this is a game for you. There's going to be a lot of kicking in this game, in my opinion. Now that I said that, it'll be higher scoring than the Bengal game. But, yeah, Gator, this is huge where can you build upon it? Was it the anomaly, or is it now just the way? Did you figure out how to game call for Fields? Did you figure out how to utilize him as a runner and a passer? Did he figure out how to get the ball out quick? You're not going to have those clean pockets. I love Membu. Olu has had some good games. He's had some head scratchers. But if you don't think Myles Garrett is licking his chops at a tackle with less than 17 starts and a tackle with 8 starts, we're all crazy. Garrett can't wait to get his hands on these guys and get around them. Oh, is that Johnny Boy? David says, I think the decision of the halfback option pass came in part because of the success of the David Montgomery to tight end Brock Wright TD pass in Cincinnati in week 5. Nice. I was unaware of that play. Good point. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, we're doing a new thing here on the show. If we get 30 gifted memberships in a show, we will raffle off a jersey. We are at 16. We are 14 away. Thank you to Kevin, David D. Oh, Addison, that's nice. Addison, you working? You're sending me all these things. I just saw that. I got Gator sending me stuff too. Somebody calls in, I can do all this production in the background. All right, let me drop a video real quick. I got some items coming in. Oh, before we do that, Eli Betts, one of the homeboys, drops 5 more. Thank you, Eli. They went to Tom Brady 12. The boo is not for you. You know it's for Tom Brady, Eli. Sean Sharp, Chris M., Sonny Miller, and the Connor Long. Thank you, Eli. You're the man. Eli asks, do I start Lamar tonight against Miami? Yeah, I would. It's amazing that a quarterback can go from being out on Sunday to 100% on Tuesday. Miraculous recovery in 36 hours. But yeah, I would play Lamar against Miami. I don't know what the weather is. I would check the weather in Miami first. If it's good weather, yeah, he'll have a 3-4 touchdown game with passing and running. All right, let me drop a video. We'll be right back. You know what? Let's show Lane some love.
This is his Bobby in his orange chair. See, this is him. I like that come on. Look at my wife. No, I mean, I'm Neil. I saw that game, and I was in my nuts. How could they not win? I'm upset right now, going bonkers with a cigar in my mouth. I was watching it, and the record's like 10-3 now. You know? Let me just go step out the window right now. I'm Charles. With the hat on.
Oh, wow. That's fast. Yeah, you could do. All right, hold on. Let's do Alan. Do you want to do a impersonation of me?
Good evening. Before I start this show, these are the advertisements. Custom best bourbon that you could get for just 99 cents for the you get 50% off anytime you go to like Buffalo Wild like wings for any Jets game or Giants game. We're gonna go take some callers now. Bobby, are you there? I don't think he's there. I think he's in a dark spot.
Would you be able to do an impersonation of Jake?
You know how it counts down to the beginning of the show and go, good evening. I'll have shows on for 2 days. I had one this morning with Jeff Parsons. And the merch store, anything that you could get from the merch store is you get for any, like, if you become a member. The first call we go to is Bobby, midnight. Hi, Jake. Hi, Bobby. Oh, you look happy. Can we see your cat? Okay, I'll show you my cat. Oh, the kitty cat. I can do this all day.
Can you do an impersonation of Robert C?
Don't worry, but his hair's never clean. He looks like a guy from Monster Inc.
Are you going to race Charles at MetLife Stadium in the parking lot of 40-yard dash?
Do you know the national anthem?
Oh, say and make through by the light. Oh, say and make through by the light. And so bright as the twilight's last gleaming.
Lane is amazing. That was a memorable night. And if you listen, of course, you're going to hear Lane let one or two rip throughout that. But I'm laughing uncontrollably at certain points of that. And Lane is just, he's amazing. You know what else is amazing, folks? The Addy Show. Our good friend Addison, who's got the Puff Addy emoji on the channel. If you haven't seen that yet, where have you been? But Addison's got his own emoji here on the Nick Shine Show. He's been doing shows on the Legend Bobby Midnight channel. So if you haven't already, go over there, subscribe to that, and you can see some fun things like this. Or this.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
I didn't know that was going to be me in it. Thank you, Gator. But Bobby, he will retaliate. And this is Bobby retaliating on me and kicking my ass.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
So, thank you. Yes, that's a very big part of watching the Addy Show. You won't see that. I know some of you are like, nuts. You'll see those too, but not on that show. But ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have questions in the chat, let's get to the question portion of the show. I love when Gator just randomly sends me shit. It's one of my favorite things when I get a random email from Gator. There's times where I speak to Gator. I'm like, hey, would you be able to cook this up? I got an idea. But then there's times where I get random emails and it's like Christmas morning. I go, ooh, what's this? So shout out to Gator. Appreciate you, my friend. Yes, Addison. Addison, you working? If you're not working, hop in here because I got some things that are being sent to me. Oh yes. Oh yeah. DMs. You have to ask. All right. Let's get to your Jets questions, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Here we go. Now my brain is cooking. Yeah, I'm typing. Deal with it. All right. Started a poll. Which Jet is most likely to get traded next? Quinnen, Brees, Will, or other? Tell me who. Oh, is that Johnny Boy? Oh, hey, Johnny Boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. What about my Jets? Are we going to lose one of our competitive advantage pressers? All right. Looking for questions. Here we go. Does adding Mecchi say something about the coaching staff view of Arian Smith? I think it adds to it and it solidifies the type of player that they want. They want speedsters. They want burners. The Alan Lazard does not fit what they want to do with their scheme. I think that's a name that could get moved. before the deadline. That's another one that could be gone now that you have Mechie, right? Because when you have your wide receiver group healthy, you got Garrett, Reynolds, Johnson, Smith, and now Mechie. Why keep? Well, Reynolds is out. What, they IR'd him, right? So at the best case scenario, he's eligible to return for the Baltimore game, right? They IR'd him, or did he just get labeled out Sunday? I forget with him. Jerome says Quincy's next. Wildwave says Quincy. Jay Reeves says, is that Johnny Boy? I know. I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, Dixon Yes, member of the channel for 11 months. Dixon, thank you for your support, sir. They want Jameson Williams type of receivers. Yes, Addison. Yep, Gmail. They want speed. Mechie, Arian Smith, Garrett Wilson. This fits the mold of the guys that they want. Brandon Smith, Lazard. As much as we might think, that's not their guys. That might be the body type. Brandon Smith might be someone that we like, but they haven't utilized them. That tells you that we want guys who can run in space. But now you got to have a quarterback to get them the ball in space. You got to have the guy who gets them the ball where they can catch and run and use their speed to defeat the defense. I will say this. Two of my very good friends in this Jet community, Addison and Boomtown, are competing. Their teams are competing against one another in the World Series. And I wish they both could win. But I got to say, it's been very cordial. There's no shit talk amongst them. It's been very respectful. And I wish they could both win. I will say this. I do want Don Mattingly to get a ring. He deserved one as a Yankee. He retired 1 year too early. And that Mattingly home run against Seattle in 95. Oh, hang on to the roof. Oh, that's one of the best calls ever. That moment with Mattingly finally getting an opportunity in the playoffs and hitting one. That's one of my favorite sports moments of all time. Easy. Now, folks, there's been a lot of talk recently in our community about people being fans of the Jets, people that we know who don't show up anymore on this channel. And they chose other teams. And they fully believe, Indiana Jones, Chuck Gorman, with a young Otani here in the photo with him. Curly, what's a playoff? Curly, you're asking the wrong guy, bro. Patty Grimes, do you think the Jets could win 5 more games like I am thinking? I would say 4. I think they can beat Cleveland, Atlanta, Miami, and New Orleans. 5 would be a really good run. 5 would be impressive. 5 and 4 down the stretch would be extremely impressive. I say 3 or 4 is more likely. I think they're better than New Orleans. I think they're better than Miami, and I think they're better than Cleveland. Now, can you beat Atlanta up here? Maybe you get a cold, windy day, and that helps you against Atlanta. Can you somehow find a way to take one against New England? Unlikely. I don't even want to look at the Buffalo game at the end because we don't know if they're going to be playing their starters. And I don't want a victory like that. They're probably going to have to, Buffalo, though, because their schedule gets tougher. Wild Wave says, I say we get at least 4 more wins. So right now, 62% of you think it'll be somebody else, not Q, not Brees or Will. I didn't see many comments in the chat on who it was. We had a couple Lazards and a couple Quincy's. But Pat Rich says, I don't want them to trade any player. I don't want any excuses at the end of the year as to why we shouldn't fire AJ. Oh, so you want AG fired, but you think if there's a sell-off, he gets a free pass. Am I reading into that correctly, Pat? Folks, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. If we get 9 more gifted memberships this show, we will raffle away a jersey to those who gifted it. I gifted 5, so obviously I'm not going to give myself any. So I will give one of them to the big fella who put in a $5 super chat. But we got to get there, folks. 9 more. 9 more, and we raffle away a Jets jersey. But ladies and gentlemen, you have seen this guy on the internet a lot. He's a rising star as a YouTube content creator. He said, F that. I'm not being a sidekick anymore. I'm going to do my own show at times. Ladies and gentlemen, the great, the one, the only, Puff Addy. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon to you, Eastsiders. How you doing?
Good morning to you, Westsider.
Oh yeah. It's
Do a little.
a sad day on the West Coast, but we'll be all right.
Yeah. Who you got pitching coming up?
Yamamoto.
He's got 6.
Yeah.
And then all hands on deck for 7.
And then
Yamamoto might just keep pitching if it goes to 7.
yeah.
He might not leave the mound after game 6. What's your thoughts, man? I know on your shows things get a little crazy and off the rails a lot, and I love that. But
Sometimes, yeah.
give me a Jets take. Give me, what's your thoughts on the trade deadline? What's your thoughts with what you think this team could do, should do, and will do?
I'm glad that they acquired another receiver, and I think that's something that we should do more of. Get rid of the dudes that will not serve and follow AG, because I think he's going to be here beyond the year. So kudos to Mcii for making moves, and hopefully that's not the last one. I want to see them solidify the defensive line for sure. More receivers, and hopefully this is the first move to come. Besides the JBJ one, which I absolutely love. I love JBJ. Quite amazing.
Yeah.
Let's hope that he's playing like a dog.
Yeah, he's been a really good addition. Chris says trade Clemens. I don't think that's happening, Chris. He's playing inside and outside. They don't have anyone else to do it. Barron, McGregor can't do it. They got rid of Taylor. That's a guy who I thought could have been a pass rusher from the inside. I guess they didn't view him the same way. So I don't think they're going to move on him. His contract expires at the end of the season. So we'll see then.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely somebody you should be able to upgrade from. You're playing him because you have to, not because you want to at this point.
Yeah, nobody will want to give up any assets for him, but maybe slide him a minimum or whatever the hell it is nowadays. But if we don't keep him beyond this year, then someone will pick him up. Someone will be stupid enough to do it. He's a big body. At the end of the day, that's what defensive lines want, but he's a stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, it's remarkable how many times he's out of position. Now, he's made some plays, but he is out of position so often, and he gets it. It's like defenses just say, we're going to toy with you. but you can't overhaul the entire roster in 1 year. You know, you'll have another free agency period this year.
Yeah.
You'll have another draft, and you can go find a defensive tackle with a 4 or a 5 who can come in and be better from day one than him.
Yeah, hopefully
You should
we
be
get
able
some
to.
more
Let's
ammo
say
for
that.
the draft too. Get
While
some more
they
picks.
give Clemens a 3-year deal. Yes. Yeah. Pay him like the Commanders paid Javon Kinlaw.
Give him a 3-year deal to get the fuck out of here. Don't come back for at least 3 years.
All right, let's see. We got that. All right, that's set.
So Nick Mangold things are flying like hotcakes.
And people push jersey and helmet prices up to like $400 to capitalize on it. You know, it's can't get mad at them. These people get into the merchandise business to make a profit, and sadly, if
Strike
someone
when the
passes
iron's
away,
hot.
they view it as an opportunity to make more profit. So
Yeah. Strike when the iron's hot, and they be striking. Bastards.
yeah, it's a mad rush right now, I'm sure. So we'll wait and see. You know, I was thinking maybe going back to some of the maybe another Ken O'Brien jersey. That seemed to be a popular raffle that people wanted. I was looking at Ken O'Brien jersey last night, and I really fell asleep very quickly when I got home.
The best number 7 ever?
For us, yeah, by far. Rick Ken has a signed Mangold jersey. Good call, Rick. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
That's
yours.
awesome to have. That's really good to have, Rick. Especially now, right? Like now, it means more than it did Saturday.
Oh yeah.
But folks, I got about 10 minutes left in the show. We are 9 gifted memberships away. If we get 9 gifted memberships, we'll raffle off a jersey. If you win, you could pick a Nick Mangold jersey. Alan already finding his next doom and gloom scenario. Alan, you got to stop looking for these, dude. You search so far down the road for the next negative. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
It's like 2029. There's supposed to be a superstorm that hits the East Coast in October. Come on, man.
Yeah. When's the earthquake hitting LA, Alan? Let me know.
Yeah. Alan, the schedule next year is horrible. At Dixon's asking, Addy Show?
Host Nick Shine show on the Addy Show. My owner.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
I don't know why he's mad at those. Dude has a nice set of chompers in those videos.
He's mad about everything. I trying to tell him to laugh it off, man. Like no one's actually throwing him through a fucking wall. What are you upset about? What are you upset about? I don't comprehend it. I don't get it. I mean, this is an AI.
Best
That
$5
really happened.
$5.
That really happened. But here's Bobby kicking my ass and reversing it with a Hurricane Rana.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I sent that to Nikki yesterday. I was like, son, you've made it. You're in a gator.
Hell yeah. It's been gatored.
Yep.
Oh, man. Maybe Dixon.
May says, is Bobby still mad? See, I don't know. Bobby called me yesterday screaming at me like I was a child, which is fucking ridiculous. But then he goes on Jake's show and he's all happy and jolly and laughing. Like, so I can't get a read. I think I'm done reading. I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, your name's not Jeff Parles. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. Gives a shit.
It'll be all
Be
right.
happy or don't be happy. I'm not gonna try to fucking make you happy anymore.
Bobby will be happy, y'all. Just give it a little bit.
Rick, you're doing it again. But I must have said a joke about the video that pissed him off, and he called me screaming at me about a joke. And I said, "What did I say?" And he goes, "You know what you said. Go back and listen to it." I go, "How the fuck am I supposed to know what upset you?" And he hung up. Bobby gifted 5 memberships on Jake's show today. Yes, today is SSDI payday.
Get that paper.
Yes, Rick can. Shame on you, Rick. Rick, even though you are wiser than me, I thought I've taught you one thing. Stop doing that when that scenario comes around.
We'll get happy Bobby here.
David says Nick Mangold was the type of player who also would have been a great fit in the early days of the NFL when players played on both sides of the ball. Yeah. Yeah, way back, Dave. God, Dave, how old are you? I know you've told me before. Forgive me.
This is a nifty 50.
Your knowledge I love and your insight. You know, Jason Kelsey, who a lot of people say is one of the best centers of all time, was on his podcast with his brother, who I won't mention, and said about Mangold that he is just, if you Google it, I know I shared it on Twitter. I don't want to paraphrase it. I think the comments are so pure and respectful, and I don't want to summarize it, but if you just look and Google for Jason Kelsey speaking on Nick Mangold, it's worth the view. You know, he speaks very highly of Mangold, praises him. And the greatest way to tell what people think about you is not from fans, it's from your peers. And when Kelsey speaks about Mangold, I don't know how I possibly could, but it makes me respect Mangold's game even more. Hearing one of his peers, hearing one of his fellow elite centers speak about him in that way. So I thought it was a nice watch. I thought it was nice to listen to. And, you know, there's been a lot of praise coming out about Nick Mangold the last few days. And may it continue. I hope people don't forget about him, the person, him, the player, or him, the man. And, again, much love to him and his family. And if you're just getting here, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we had to do this today. So there's a new Nick Mangold emoji. If you're a member of the channel, you have access to that. Enjoy that. Show Nick Mangold some love, as always. Got a few minutes left in the show. Again, we are 9 memberships away from raffling off a jersey.
Oh, shit.
Maybe it could be a Mangold jersey. But thank you to everyone who has gifted during this show.
It's a wise choice at this time.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
Oh.
Hey, Bobby.
The
Hey,
two
Tom, bud.
things you said yesterday, I was mad at. You go first. Can I play Bobby? Oh, don't play. Oh, you're gonna throw me into the wall. That one. And then you said you
Wait. Let's
take
stick
over
with that.
Addison. You bring Addison to your show.
I bring Addison to my show. It's an
You know,
open
his
call-in
show
link.
could be on your show.
I've said that to him for weeks.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. Is it, Addison?
I said if Bobby gets too emotional, and you guys, I said if you're doing exactly what I think you do, you're getting upset about it, you're getting bitter about it.
I'm
you're getting
calm
negative
right
about
now.
it.
I just said I don't like the two things.
All right, we'll talk about it off air. I don't want to bore people with this drama.
Okay,
What
well,
else?
you brought it up. So you brought it up.
Okay,
It's not
yeah.
my-
What's up? Next point.
Nothing. No point. I'm just saying that, you know, you don't like certain stuff I do to you, and then I don't like certain stuff.
I don't
It's me.
care. Look, it rolls off the back. We all pick on one another. We all laugh. We're friends. That's what friends
Yeah,
do.
but then
Finding shit to be angry about in life day after day sounds like a miserable fucking existence to me.
It's not. I was doing so good until you showed up.
Oh, it's my fault. Your life is the way it is. I'm sorry, Bob. Here, let me
I-
help you. Let me fucking get rid of you that way. I don't fucking upset you anymore. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like a fucking ex-wife. All right, problem solved. Your life will be so joyous now that Nick is not involved in it. Enjoy yourself, sir. Next. Boomtown's not here today. Boomtown had something to do. He messaged me before the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will kick it to you.
Now let's go to What Did We Learn Today? Courtesy of Nick Shine.
Oh, very quickly. I got 2 minutes left before I got to get ready to work. I'm the bad guy. I'm the reason everything's so bad in life. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Fucking villain. Jesus.
And I'm chilling.
Yeah. You know what? Send him some fucking New York Kush. Send him some New York Kush.
Recommending that. I've been recommending that since I've met the man.
I've known him for a year and a half. The first 55 and a half years. Whose fault is that?
All you need is a little bit of weed. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah, there you go, Rick. Well done, Rick. Well done, Rick. Dylan, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Damn you.
Jerome says, Nick Shine show tonight? Possibly. I wanted to do one last night. I don't know what's going on with me. I've had no energy, and I came in and I fell asleep instantly last night. I get in from work like 11:20. I think I was sleeping by 11:35. So for me, that's yeah, and I slept for almost 12 hours. So I don't know what's going on. If the Jets make a move today, I hope to. If not, I'll be on tomorrow after Jake, like 12:30, and do a show before work. Sunday night, though, here on the channel, ladies and gentlemen, it's bye week. And when it's bye week, you have to have on somebody who's bye. Dylan Terrellman will join me Sunday night. Sorry, Dylan. It was an easy joke. But if you guys haven't already, go subscribe to Dylan's channel. He's doing a lot of great work out there. And I love talking with Dylan. He will be with me Sunday night, 8 o'clock for Shine Time. I do. I'm not even a quarter of the way through my first mug. So, see, that's what friends do. They make jokes and they laugh about it. Oh, maybe somebody should make them know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like doing that.
There you go, Kev. It's bye week. Congrats. Thank you for getting the joke. Appreciate you guys. Let me see. Did I miss any? What did we learn? Alan, we learned that Bobby loves to dish it out, but is fearful to take it in return. Stack, I learned that Nick only has 2 minutes in him. Not in him. From him. Knob, I learned that I got to go take a Nick Shine. Nice. See? There we go. Maze, I learned that Saint Shine is the reason for everybody's bad days. Sorry for ruining your life, Dylan. I know.
More on this later.
Yeah. I'm a horrible, horrible guy. Horrible. Horrible. I make jokes about everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Because life is to be laughed at. And if you take life too seriously and you can't laugh at yourself, you're going to be miserable. And perfect example was just presented before everyone. So I know he's still watching. Here you go, Bob. You can enjoy yourself throwing me through a car.
Oh God. Oh no.
Shout out to Boom in the end.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, no Boomtown today. No What Did We Learn? Oh, Bill. Jesus Christ. Curly says, I laugh at myself every time I put on my Jets gear. All right. I always wear Jets gear. Like, maybe that's why I'm happy and laughing so much. Maybe you figured
Made
it
it.
all out, Curly. Dylan says, once Nick made jokes about me, I knew I was in the circle. There you go. Logical, rational human being. Very impressive, Dylan. Very, very.
Oh yeah, Dylan.
Jerome says, Nick has 2 minutes in him. That's what she said. She shouldn't be talking. She's tied up in a Brooklyn basement. Shout out to Biggie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you want to read this one?
No, because that is absolutely false. Because I speak to him on the daily, and it's funny. I hear more about it from people that aren't even Blue Jay fans than an actual Blue Jay fan. I find that fucking hilarious.
Rick
Please
Hansen,
continue.
Is Boom standing online for Game 6? I appreciate it.
Probably, I would. Shit, he might see them win. Hopefully not, though.
Today I learned the Addy Show may have a new future home. To be clear and to clarify what I've said,
Yes.
everything that is happening, I predicted would happen. There would be a jealousy and an anger. And I said, if it gets too much and it gets to the point where it's not worth it, you have an option to use my channel for shows. And I'll cut you in on the money. And you'll make whatever. That's all. It's to save a friendship because I could see the bitterness building and brewing in Brattleboro. That's a tongue twister to say. Don't try that again.
It's a pretty sweet offer.
Hopefully I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong.
Yeah.
Hopefully Happy Bob shows up. I want to be wrong on this.
I am not counting or hoping for
Yeah.
my show to switch channels. That's for sure. But if it must be done, a hand has been reached out.
Friends want other friends to succeed. My buddy Timmy, he's a New York City detective. He was at the Cowboy game with us. And he knows how bad my life was. And he sees the truck. And he's like, that's fucking awesome. He goes, Dale just got the house. He's working on that. You got the truck. He's like, I love to see my friends come up.
Oh, yeah.
That's how life should be. You want to see your friends succeed. You want the best for people that you care about. Rick Kent, can you get that greenlit? We'll start writing the script tonight.
I'm sure a movie poster is being made as we speak right now.
Yes. Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, go subscribe to the Legend Bobby Midnight channel if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Bobby does shows on there. Addie does shows on there. They do shows together. Despite Bobby's feelings towards me and the destruction I've caused to his personal well-being, I will still support my friend. So go check that out. Show them some love.
Oh, yeah,
If
do
the Jets
that.
make a move, I will try to come on tonight for a show. And then Carly just says this about me. Carly, that's not nice. I'm trying not to be an idiot. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you, everyone. Thank you to everyone who gifted memberships. Thank you to Big Fella for the super chat. I know it was about something else. I know you're never paying attention to me in the show. You're usually talking about Dancing with the Stars with Alan. It's that season, Carly. I respect you enough to know what's important to you in life.
You don't care about no Jets.
Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. Smile, laugh. The world's a beautiful place if you view it in that way.
Hell yeah, it is.
Peace out.
Spread some beauty wherever you are.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Spread your beauty. Ooh, yeah.
It's got beef.
Gentry covered the bumble. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his promise, Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class.